Hello and welcome to my next smartwatch review. This is the Senbono QX7 Pro smartwatch. This is a health tracking type smartwatch. Now the fine people at Senbono sent this to me in exchange for a fair, honest review. So at this point I can say anything I want to about this watch. I'm going to show you what comes out of the box. That will be a wrist strap, a charging cable, and the watch face itself, along with an instruction manual, and that's it. If you haven't seen my reviews before, then know that I'm going to charge this up, go wear it for a few days, and come back with my full, fair, and honest review. But this watch does will measure heart rate, SpO2, body temperature, it has Bluetooth calling, it will measure blood pressure, blood glucose, all in a 1.85-inch screen. It's a beautiful display. I'm gonna go charge it up and then come back with my full review. So I am back after several days of wearing the watch. I have the screen on its highest setting right now. I love the display. It's easy to read. There are multiple watch faces in here, and you can get some more from the app itself. Obviously the one I like is right there. It gives me the time, it gives me the day and date, my kilocalorie burn, my step count, and my estimated miles per the day. Swipe up and you can get your text messages. It will receive your text messages via SMS when tethered with your phone by Bluetooth. That works just fine. All right, let's press this button. Let's press it again and get into the main menu. You can make calls with this watch. I've tested that. That works fine. It's got a built-in speaker and microphone, so when tethered via Bluetooth low energy with your phone, you can make and receive calls right through the watch itself. You get that exercise sort of summary. You can get your heart rate in real time. You can get your training. Okay, and we'll get into that a little bit in the app. But that seems to work okay. Blood oxygen saturation. It only does this on demand. You cannot set this up to take it automatically. But I always compare this with my pulse oximeter, this and body temperature, and the watch is, I would say, within probably 1 percentage point either way, so it's really good. My blood oxygen saturation is almost always 97 or 98%, so this is good. I like that measurement. Blood glucose measurement, again, this is not a medical device, so don't trust this data. It's giving some number generated for blood glucose levels, and if you don't like the units here, multiply that by 18 and that will give you your millimoles per deciliter measurement that so many people are used to. All I'll say about this, folks, is it takes some sort of measurement and generates a number. I'm not a medical doctor. I cannot give medical advice, nor am I qualified to validate things that are medical devices, but right in everything this says in the manual, this is not a medical device. Don't trust any health decisions on numbers coming from this watch. All right, all those disclaimers are out of the way. It will do your blood pressure in real time. Now, this is just an animation that always looks the same. You can see my minimum and maximum blood pressure here, and I don't know why, but always when I'm on camera, it's going to measure higher than it does at other times, but I'll let this go so you can see what it does in real time and how long it takes. I'm just going to riff a little bit and let you know this channel is mostly about kayaking and fitness. I like to review anything that is health and fitness related, and I love doing smartwatch reviews to show you what's available, what they can do. And that really drives most of the revenue I generate from my YouTube channel is my smartwatch reviews. So I appreciate you interacting with my YouTube videos in some way and subscribing and liking and commenting and telling a friend. I really appreciate that. So there's that blood pressure measurement in real time. It will give you your sleep tracking. It does a credible job there. We'll look at that in the app. It does body temperature. Really what it does is measures skin temperature and then calculates a body temperature. Again, I find this to be accurate within 1 degree. There's a music player. It will control the music on your phone when tethered via Bluetooth. It will pull in the weather from your smartphone, okay? I like this. It's a pretty good feature, and you can look a few days ahead. I like it. I like it. You can set alarms. There's breath training. You can get your messages. I had that one and deleted it. Voice assistant. I haven't used this, but I don't see why it wouldn't work, where you can talk into the watch and do some commands through your phone. SOS. I believe if you do that, you can set up an SOS number, and if you click SOS, it'll call the number you set as your SOS number. It's got some games in here. The bird game, I guess that's the only game. I don't know. I don't play games on smartwatches, but it has that one. Your toolbox, it's got a stopwatch, timer, find your phone, flashlight, and that just lights the whole screen up as white, so you could use it as a flashlight in the dark. That works. Remote camera trigger. Again, if you're some distance away from your phone, tethered via Bluetooth, you can use this to take a picture from your phone, and it's got a built-in handy-dandy calculator here. All right, so that kind of gets us through the menu system. From the main page, you just swipe. There's your calls. You can get into the dial pad and make a call. It works just fine. Your sleep, your heart rate, your blood oxygen saturation, blood pressure, body temperature, music controller, and there you go. It's a beautiful watch. I love the design. I love the styling. For the price, I think it's a pretty good value. Let's go look at the app. The app here is called Glory Fit, GLORYFIT, all one word, and it's a basic app, folks, all right? It will give you your heart rate recording, and it will keep track of this throughout the day, continuous heart rate monitoring. It gives you your step target, your total number of steps for the day, your kilocalorie burn estimate, does sleep tracking, and you could go back over the past days and see your sleep tracking. It does a pretty good job, in my opinion. Some nights, it kind of, if you wake up and maybe go to the bathroom, it misses the fact that you got up once. But you know, that's kind of okay. I'd rather have it miss a short burst of being up than just say I only got a few hours of sleep when I really got much better sleep. So sleep tracking, I say, is fairly credible. I like it. It does a good job. Blood pressure, again, I don't trust blood pressure measurements from any of these smartwatches. It's not a medical device. Don't trust it. But in general, you want to use this as a reference number. And if your numbers deviate significantly, then you want to go get a real blood pressure measurement made and see what's going on with your body. Same with blood oxygen saturation and your blood sugar level. Not a medical device, don't trust it. But it will only do blood sugar measurements, blood oxygen, and blood pressure on demand when you press it to your watch. It will not make these measurements continuously. So keep that in mind. That's important to note as well. So you can, do manual measurements, track it throughout the day, what have you. And there's your body temperature. Again, it measures skin temperature, estimates body temperature. It's got some settings in here. You can choose your units, training plans, set your goals. It's got a physiological cycle tracker, and you can set permissions and third-party access to various apps. I guess for this one, it's just Google Fit. System settings, all right. And then you go to your device, and there's more settings you can turn on. Blood oxygen, you can turn that on. SMS turned on. Raise hand to activate your display, so if you just lift your wrist, the display will come on. I always turn that off to save battery life. You can set a sedentary reminder. SMS quick replies. So, if you get a text message, it will give you like pre-formatted, pre-programmed quick replies that you can just tap on and send, but it won't let you type a custom message and send it. Universal settings, all right, find your bracelet, some time settings, 12 or 24-hour time, device language. Here's your SOS call. If you want to add an emergency contact number, you click add. It will go to your contacts in your phone. You choose the one to be your emergency contact. And then when you click SOS, it will just automatically call that person. All right, various sports modes. It just keeps track. Here's an exercise I did. It just keeps track of your total time engaged in the exercise, an estimate of kilocalorie burn, your average heart rate, minimum heart rate, maximum heart rate, and that's about it. It's not a GPS watch. But if you go into some of these other modes and you pair the watch with your phone, and then you use the the location settings from your phone. It will give you some little bit more accurate data there. All right, outdoor walk. Let's take a look what's going on there. That's a walk I did the other day. This is interesting. I was not paired with my phone. This said I walked 5.81 miles, and I had an actual real GPS watch on my other hand, and that said like 6.18 miles. So the two are actually very close, given the fact that this particular one is not a GPS watch. So there you go, fairly basic. I like the app. It's clear, it's uncluttered, it's easy to read. My final thoughts, here we go. I think the QX7 Pro from Senbono is a really good budget watch for people who want to just do sort of overall health tracking if they're interested in their heart rate and blood oxygen saturation especially, and tracking sleep. It does these other measurements, but you know, it's just giving you numbers as reference. It's not medical data. It's not a medical device. I'd say for the money, it's a pretty solid value. I'll drop a link below. Go check it out. And then always check me out at davethekayaker.com. I've got a high-end racing performance kayak company. These smartwatches help promote health and fitness, as do my kayaks. Check out all my adventures at davethekayaker.com. And until next time, be healthy, stay safe, stay fit, and we'll talk again soon.
When you want an extraordinary racing kayak made in the finest American tradition, or maybe just own a piece of American kayaking history, you want a West Side Boat Shop kayak, now available from davethekayaker.com. West Side Boat Shop kayaks. The tradition continues.